Have you ever told yourself, I can't speak English because I don't know enough words? If you have, you're not alone. Thousands of people think the same way every single day. They open a dictionary, see thousands of English words, and immediately feel discouraged. They think, how can I ever learn all of these? So instead of speaking, they wait. They wait until they know more vocabulary. They wait until their grammar becomes perfect. They wait until they feel confident. But the truth is, that day never comes because confidence is not something you get before you start. Confidence is something you build while you are speaking. Let me share something that can completely change the way you look at learning English. In your daily life, you don't use thousands of different words. Think about your own language. Every day you talk about your family, your work, your studies, your food, your plans, your feelings, and your daily routine. The same topics come back again and again. The same expressions are repeated. The same conversations happen in different situations. English works in exactly the same way. You don't need 10,000 words to introduce yourself. You don't need a huge dictionary to order food, ask for directions, talk to a friend, answer a phone call, or explain your day. Most everyday conversations are built with simple, common words that people use repeatedly. That means your success doesn't depend on learning everything. It depends on learning the right things first. Imagine someone who knows only 500 useful English words, but practices them every day. Now imagine another person who has memorized 5,000 words, but never speaks because they are afraid of making mistakes. Which person do you think will communicate better? In most cases, it is the first person. Why? Because language is a skill, not a memory test. Speaking is about using what you know, not showing how much you know. Many learners spend months collecting new vocabulary, like someone collecting books, but never reading them. They fill notebooks with difficult words that they never use in real conversations. Then they wonder why they still cannot speak. The answer is simple. Words become powerful only when they become part of your daily speech. Start looking at your vocabulary differently. Don't ask yourself, how many words do I know? Instead, ask yourself, how many words do I actually use? That one question can change your learning journey. Even if you know only a few hundred words today, you already have enough to begin making simple sentences. Those simple sentences will become longer. Those longer sentences will become conversations. Those conversations will slowly become confidence. Stop chasing perfection. Start building consistency. Every word you use is more valuable than 100 words you only recognize. Your voice grows stronger every time you choose to speak instead of staying silent. Remember, fluency doesn't begin with knowing everything. It begins with using what you already have. Now that you understand you don't need thousands of words to begin speaking English, the next question is even more important. What should you do every day? The answer is surprisingly simple. Practice. Not once in a while, not only when you feel motivated. Practice every single day, even if it's just for 10 minutes. Many people believe they need hours of free time to improve their English. They wait for the perfect schedule, the perfect course, or the perfect mood. But life doesn't work that way. Some days are busy, some days are stressful. Some days you feel tired before you even begin. If you depend on motivation, your progress will always move forward and backward. But if you build a daily habit, your progress never stops. Think about brushing your teeth. You don't wake up every morning asking yourself if you feel inspired to do it. You simply do it because it has become part of your life. English should become the same. It shouldn't feel like a heavy task. It should become a small daily habit that quietly changes your future. 10 focused minutes every day are more powerful than 3 hours once a week. Why? Because your brain learns through repetition. Every time you hear English, speak English, or think in English, your brain strengthens those connections. It slowly begins to recognize patterns. The words become familiar. The sentences become easier. Speaking starts to feel natural instead of forced. Don't underestimate the power of small efforts. A tiny improvement today may not seem exciting. You may finish your practice session and think, I still make mistakes. That's completely normal. Growth is often invisible in the beginning. You don't notice it day by day. You notice it after weeks and months when suddenly you realize you can understand more than before, speak longer than before, and feel less afraid than before. Make your daily practice simple. Speak about what you see around you. Describe your room, talk about your breakfast, Explain your plans for tomorrow. Read a short paragraph aloud. Listen to a few minutes of English and repeat what you hear. Don't worry if your sentences are short. A short sentence spoken with confidence is worth much more than a perfect sentence that never leaves your mind. Some days, your English will sound better than others. That's normal. Athletes have good days and bad days. Musicians have good performances and difficult ones. Every skill improves through regular practice, not through perfect practice. English is no different. The biggest mistake is missing one day, then another, and then convincing yourself you failed. Don't let one missed day become a missed month. If you skip today, begin again tomorrow. Never allow guilt to become an excuse to quit. Remember, your goal isn't to impress anyone. Your goal is to become a little better than you were yesterday. One new sentence, one new expression, one more minute of speaking. These small victories may seem ordinary, but together they create extraordinary results. One day, someone will ask you, how did your English become so natural? They won't see the quiet mornings, the short practice sessions, the repeated mistakes, or the moments when you kept going even without confidence. They will only see the result, but you will know the truth. It wasn't one big breakthrough. It was the decision to keep showing up every single day. A few minutes today can change the way you speak for the rest of your life. By now, you've realized that you don't need thousands of words, and you've also seen the power of practicing every single day. But there is one more truth that changes everything. Learning words is not enough. Words by themselves cannot help you speak. A word is only a tool. It becomes useful only when you know how to use it in a sentence. Many English learners spend months memorizing vocabulary lists. They write new words in notebooks, highlight them in different colors, and test themselves every week. It feels like progress because the notebook becomes full. But then someone asks them a simple question in English, and suddenly their mind goes blank. Not because they don't know the words, but because they have never practiced using them together. Think about it this way. If someone gives you hundreds of beautiful bricks, can you build a house immediately? Of course not. You must learn how those bricks fit together. English works the same way. Words are like bricks, but sentences are the house. If you only collect words, you'll always have a pile of bricks. When you learn to build sentences, that's when communication begins. So instead of asking yourself, what new words should I learn today? Ask a better question. How can I use the words I already know? That single question will take you much further than trying to memorize another 50 difficult words. Let's say you know simple words like go, market, today, buy, and food. Those few words can already help you create useful sentences. I go to the market today. I want to buy food. I went with my friend. They may not be perfect in the beginning, but they are real. They are spoken English. And every sentence you create teaches your brain something new. Start talking about your own life, because your life gives you unlimited practice. When you wake up in the morning, say, I'm getting out of bed. While making tea, say, I am making tea. Before leaving home, say, I am going to work or I am going to college. In the evening, talk about what happened during your day. You don't need a classroom for this. Your daily routine is already your classroom. This is why real-life practice is so powerful. Your brain remembers information that has meaning. If you use English to describe your own experiences, your own emotions, and your own daily activities, those sentences stay with you much longer than random examples from a textbook. Don't be afraid if your sentences sound simple. Simplicity is not weakness. In fact, the world's best communicators often use simple language because simple language is clear, confident, and easy to understand. Speaking English is not about sounding complicated. It is about expressing your ideas naturally. Every conversation starts with small sentences. Nobody begins by speaking long, perfect paragraphs. Children don't learn their first language that way, and neither should you. They repeat short phrases every day until those phrases become automatic. You can do exactly the same. There will be moments when you forget a word. Don't stop speaking. Use another word that means something similar. Explain your idea in a different way. Communication is not about finding the perfect word. It is about making sure the other person understands you. That is what real fluency looks like. The more you connect your vocabulary with real situations, the less you will need to think before speaking. Your mind will stop searching for words because the sentences will already be waiting for you. That is the moment when English starts feeling less like a subject and more like a part of your life. Don't just collect words. Bring them to life, one sentence at a time. There is one habit that quietly holds back millions of English learners, and most of them don't even realize it. Before they speak a single sentence, they first create it in their own language. Then they translate it into English. By the time they find the right words, the conversation has already moved on. They become frustrated, lose confidence, and start believing they are simply not good at English. But the problem is not their ability. The problem is the process they are following. Imagine trying to run while carrying a heavy backpack filled with stones. Every step becomes harder than it needs to be. That is exactly what constant translation does to your mind. Your brain has to complete two jobs instead of one. First, it creates the idea in your native language. Then it searches for English words, grammar, and sentence order. Naturally, speaking becomes slow and stressful. Now imagine removing that backpack. Suddenly, your movement becomes lighter. You feel free. That is what happens when you begin thinking directly in English. Your brain stops taking the longer road and starts choosing the shorter one. Of course, this doesn't happen overnight. Nobody wakes up one morning and suddenly thinks in perfect English. It is a habit that grows with daily practice, one small thought at a time. Start with the simplest things around you. Look at your room and quietly say, "This is my chair. The window is open. My phone is on the table." When you are walking outside, notice what you see. The sky is blue. That man is riding a bicycle. The children are playing. These are not difficult sentences, but they are powerful because they train your brain to connect ideas directly with English instead of translating. As you continue, begin talking to yourself about your daily decisions. I need to drink water. I should finish my work. I am feeling tired today. These little conversations may seem unimportant, but they are creating a completely new way of thinking. Day after day, your brain starts accepting English as a natural language instead of a foreign subject. Many learners are afraid of making mistakes while thinking in English. They stop themselves every time they forget a word. Don't do that. Your goal is not perfect English. Your goal is continuous English. If you don't know one word, use another. If your sentence is simple, let it be simple. Progress is built through movement, not perfection. Remember how children learn their first language. They don't translate. They don't memorize grammar rules before speaking. They hear words, connect them with real experiences, repeat them again and again, and slowly begin thinking in that language. You may not be a child anymore, but your brain still learns through repetition and experience. The more often you think in English, the less effort speaking will require. One day, you'll answer a question without first translating it. You'll express an opinion without searching for every single word. You'll finish a conversation and suddenly realize something incredible. You were thinking in English the entire time. That moment won't happen because of luck. It will happen because you trained your mind, one simple thought after another. Never force yourself to think about difficult topics in the beginning. Build this habit gently. Start with your surroundings, your routine, your emotions, and your plans. Let English become part of your everyday life instead of something you only open inside a textbook. The day you stop translating is the day your English begins to speak for itself. As you continue this journey, there is one lesson that many people ignore because it sounds too simple. They believe the secret to fluency is learning something new every day. A new grammar rule, a new list of vocabulary, a new speaking trick. But the truth is, fluency is not built by constantly chasing new information. It is built by repeating the right information until it becomes a natural part of you. Think about the first time you learned to ride a bicycle. You didn't become confident after reading instructions or watching someone else ride. You got on the bicycle, lost your balance, tried again, and repeated the same movements over and over. At first, every action demanded your full attention. You had to think about the pedals, the handlebars, and your balance all at once. But after enough repetition, something changed. Your body stopped thinking about it. Riding became automatic. Speaking English works in exactly the same way. The first time you say, "How are you?" you may hesitate. The second time, it feels a little easier. After saying it 50 or 100 times, those words come out without effort. Your mouth already knows the rhythm. Your brain no longer has to search for every word. This is what repetition does. It transforms knowledge into habit. Many learners make the mistake of practicing a sentence once or twice and then moving on because they think they already know it. But knowing a sentence and using it naturally are two completely different things. Real fluency begins when your brain doesn't need extra time to build the sentence. It simply appears. That is why you should never feel embarrassed about repeating the same expressions again and again. If one useful sentence helps you communicate in daily life, say it every day. Change one or two words and use it in different situations. I want to learn English. I want to improve. I want to help my family. One sentence pattern can create dozens of meaningful conversations. Sometimes you may feel that repetition is boring. But remember this, the things that feel boring during practice often become your greatest strengths later. Every professional athlete repeats the same movements thousands of times. Every talented musician practices the same notes until their fingers move without thinking. Every successful speaker rehearses important lines before standing in front of an audience. They don't repeat because they are weak. They repeat because they understand how excellence is created. And don't let mistakes stop you. Every mistake is proof that you are practicing instead of hiding. If you pronounce a word incorrectly today, say it again tomorrow. If you forget a sentence, build it once more. If someone corrects you, smile and thank them because they have helped you improve. The people who become fluent are not the people who avoid mistakes. They are the people who refuse to stop after making them. Some days you will feel that your English is improving quickly. Other days it may seem as though nothing is changing. Don't trust your emotions more than your effort. Progress is not always visible. Often your brain is quietly learning beneath the surface. Then one day, without warning, you will notice yourself answering faster, understanding more, and speaking with greater confidence. That improvement did not happen overnight. It was the result of hundreds of small repetitions that seemed unimportant at the time. Never underestimate the power of doing the simple things consistently. One sentence repeated with purpose is more valuable than 100 sentences you never use again. Every repetition strengthens your confidence. Every repetition trains your mind. Every repetition brings you one step closer to speaking naturally. Keep repeating until English no longer feels like something you study. It feels like a part of who you are. As we come to the end of this journey together, I want you to remember one message above everything else. Your English will not change because of one motivational video. It will not change because you bought another course or downloaded another app. It will change because of the small choices you make after this moment. The choice to practice when nobody is watching. The choice to speak even when your voice shakes. The choice to keep going even when progress feels slow. Too many people quit just a few steps before they would have seen the results they were waiting for. They begin with excitement, study for a few days, and then become disappointed because they are not fluent yet. They compare themselves with people who have been learning for years and convince themselves that they are not talented enough. But learning English is not a race. Everyone starts from a different place. Everyone moves at a different speed. The only comparison that truly matters is the one between who you were yesterday and who you are today. Maybe today you can only introduce yourself in English. That is progress. Maybe today you understand a few more sentences than you did last month. That is progress. Maybe today you have enough courage to speak one sentence without translating it first. That is progress too. Never ignore these small victories because they are the foundation of every big achievement. There will be days when you feel confident, and there will be days when you make mistakes that leave you frustrated. Don't let one difficult day decide your future. A bad day does not erase all the good days that came before it. Every learner experiences moments of doubt. The difference is that successful learners continue anyway. Trust the process even when you cannot yet see the results. Think about planting a seed. You don't dig it up every morning to check whether it has grown. You water it. You protect it. You give it time. For days, nothing seems to happen above the ground. But underneath the surface, the roots are becoming stronger. One day, the plant finally appears, and everyone notices it. What they don't see is the quiet work that happened before. Your English grows in the same way. Every sentence you practice, every word you repeat, every conversation you attempt is strengthening something inside you. Even when you think nothing is changing, your mind is learning. Your confidence is growing. Your fear is becoming smaller. The results will come, but only if you give yourself enough time to reach them. Never tell yourself that you are too old to learn or too late to begin. Language does not care about your age. It responds to your effort. It responds to your consistency. If you show up every day with patience and determination, your English will improve. It may not happen as quickly as you hope, but it will happen much sooner than if you give up today. Imagine yourself a few months from now. Imagine speaking with confidence in situations that once made you nervous. Imagine understanding conversations that once seemed impossible. Imagine looking back and smiling because the person who almost gave up decided to keep going. That future version of you is not created by luck. It is created by the decisions you make today. You already have enough to begin. You don't need perfect grammar. You don't need thousands of words. You don't need fear to disappear before you take action. You only need the willingness to keep moving forward, one sentence, one conversation, and one day at a time. The journey to fluent English doesn't belong to the smartest person. It belongs to the one who refuses to stop.